on the Martin County page, I'm going to click on Tax Deed Documents, and I'm going to choose the Case Number tab and put in the tax deed number and search. When it finds it, the first thing you look at is status, sold, so it was not redeemed. And it is showing a surplus amount still available, although that's not attractive, but we're going to continue with this record so I can show you how to download the documents. So I'm going to click into it. And the first thing we're looking for is the title report or property information report. And you can see it right here. Property information report is what Martin County calls it. And then to get the owner's deed on the property information report in the owner information area, not here, even though this is the owner, we're going to scroll down a little further. Here is where they show you the deed, book, and page number. And we're going to take that book and page number and look it up on the official records website. We're going to choose book and page and type in those numbers. See, I might have gotten that wrong. 500-2057. Okay, it's not finding it, so I think I'm going to continue. I mean, this is training after all, so if this were to happen, what would I do? First of all, I want to make sure I'm on the right county official records website, which I am, and I would want to make sure I typed in the correct numbers from the property information report, which I did, and it didn't find it. So I immediately think it's probably a typo on the property information report. So what I want to do is use the official records website to look up the owner's name, Arthur A. Harvey. So I'm going to come back here and go by a search by a name. I'm going to put Harvey right there. Okay, there are 5 results with that name, and in the document type column, I'm looking for deed, which I do see here. However, when I see certificate number and the date, this is actually the date that the auction was. So I know this is the deed transferring the property from Harvey, Mr. Harvey, to the clerk of court and to the new owner during the tax deduction. So this isn't even what we're looking for. Now, at this point, since the official records doesn't even show the deed, what I'm going to do is use the property appraiser's website and see if it mentions the book and page number of the deed where Mr. Harvey is the owner. So sometimes these links on the county's website aren't correct, but I'm going to go ahead and click it anyway to see if it brings me directly to that record, which it did. Okay, so the property owner is the current one. That's who owns it now. That's not who we want. So we want to go to the sales areas, and that is only showing the one we just saw on the official records website. Also, it's not what we need. So I'm going to come up here to sales history, and here we go. And it is showing book and page 500-2057. But if you'll remember, on the official records website, it did not find that. I'm going to do it one more time. 500-2057. Submit. It does not find it. So I'm going to click on that link, see what happens. And up here, it's saying invalid request. So that document, it just doesn't exist online anyway. So the last thing I'm going to do, sometimes counties will put the deed on the documents or inside one of them. So I'm going to look here And the reason I'm so adamant about this is when you go to submit a surplus claim, you have to produce a copy of the deed to prove that the person that's claiming the surplus was actually the owner at the time of the auction. So I'm going to look here for a moment to see if I can find the deed buried in any of these documents. And like I said, a lot of times the county will put the deed right in with the property information report. So I'm going to check there first. And what I see here first is the property information report, but 28 pages long. Yes, there's certainly more documents in here other than the property information report. So I'm going to scroll, still the property information report. And here it is. Really old looking. I can see here this was in 1980. That's probably why it's not even on the official records website anymore, because it's so old. I mean, what is that? 45 years old. But this is it. The owner, Arthur A. Harvey and Lois J. Harvey. This is the deed that you're looking for. Next, we want the notification addresses, which in the case of Martin is here in the Certificate of Service and Proof of Publication. I'm going to click to open that, and here you can see all the names and addresses of the interested parties of this property. And lastly, the Certificate of Tax Deed Application, that would be the DR-13, and it is right here.